Hey guys, it's Paul. It's Netflix and No Chill, show about Netflix people no chill. This week we covered Bright. Don't see it. It's not a good movie. It's done by David Ayers. If you know who David Ayers is, that sounds familiar. Yes, he's the guy who screwed up Suicide Squad, and yeah, he still didn't learn any lessons. Bright is basically a mashup of two of his movies, Suicide Squad and Training Day, where we live in a world where elves and orcs all live together, not cohesively. It was just not good. There was so much potential. The previews and the things that made this so good. There was so much potential, and it just faltered. The orcs were just a terrible stand-in for black people. Every horrible black comedy or stereotype or anything like that got forced onto the orcs, and it felt kind of like uncomfortable when you're seeing it. It just wasn't funny. Will Smith was okay, but I mean, Will Smith is always going to be okay. I mean, he's never going to be terrible, but in this movie, it just wasn't good. It it suffered the same problems that you see in Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad, you had this uber giant, powerful enemy who could not be stopped until the main characters got there and then easily killed. That's how this was. Like the main big bads in one scene kill 20 trained and armed FBI SWAT agents, and then get taken out by two of our main characters. It just wasn't good. It could have been better. There was so much potential for it, and they wanted this to be. I think they wanted this to be a franchise movie because they've already cleared a sequel for this. I don't know why, but so they were trying to do world building, and it was there. All the groundwork was there. There was stuff for for a beautiful world that could have happened, and they just dropped the ball for very cheap racial stereotypes. The orcs are all the bad gangbangers in L.A. and the elves were the rich white people in Beverly Hills, and everybody else kind of lives in between. Like, it just didn't make sense. The Will Smith's character didn't really make sense. He was this guy who was on the force, but it was completely unlikable. Nobody liked him, but there was never any reason why he was at the bottom of the pecking order, because it sounded like he had been part of the police officers for 20 plus years or something like that, and yeah, he was also completely broke and underwater on his mortgage. Like, a lot of it just seemed off and didn't make sense. So a lot of the things that were supposed to drive this character, are supposed to make you like this character, you didn't. Like, Will Smith was a wholly unlikable person throughout 80% of this movie, and it just wasn't it. But there wasn't a point where it was just like, oh, okay, this is it. It was more, okay, this is the point where the movie wants us to like him, not necessarily a reason for us to actually like him. It was just like, this is where we're told that he has to be the good guy. It just wasn't there, and it sucked because I was really looking forward to this movie. I was really excited to see how this would have gone. The idea of bringing magic back into the world, it was really good. Like, the premise for this was so amazing, and that's why I'm so harsh on it, because they really dropped the ball on what could have been an awesome franchise, and it just wasn't there. As much as I really wanted it to be, it wasn't there. It wasn't like a lot of movies where you come in and it's like, well, this movie's probably going to suck. No, I had hopes for it. This was going to be good, and it just wasn't. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next week we'll be back on to Stranger Things. Jestina will be back in 3 weeks. She's on her winter break right now. Everybody, have a great Christmas. Have a great whatever else you may be celebrating. Live it up. Don't forget to watch this. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you guys next week.